Mhm, 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 mhm. Hey, Mr. Number Five, how you doing? Good to see you back. Good to see you back. Feel like my light is less right now. Here we do have though. Well, this is from some scrap. So we're gonna try to do something with it. Make it look like something. Take you with me. Go ahead and get this thing cut. Maybe we gotta do that over at the old table saw. Hold on, I got you. I got you. Thank y'all for hitting that like button when you come in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Wu-Tang. Yes. Yes, Wu-Tang. Yes, we get it. Yes, we get it. Let's figure out how to make this work. We're going to be trimming this as we go. It's going to be a little bit awkward. I'll pull it off, though. I got faith in us. Most of us, anyway. Sure we're high enough. Right. Here we go. Oh, no, I don't want that to happen. Let's go sideways. Hold on, y'all. I'll make sure my camera's not messing up. I'm trying to do other stuff too. Perfect. Now, cut a little bit more off of the bottom. Gotta be like right next to that blade. Don't like that. But fortunately, that's what a slit is for. Bitter. Or is it? Fizzled. I think what we need to do now is what we all knew was inevitable. I think we all knew this time was going to come. We all knew. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's get us two things together. Let's get us a mask and let's get us an eraser. We'll do. Get a mask in line with my current wardrobe. I'll move this out of my way. Oh, yes. Got to move stuff out of my way. Oh, yes.
What I'm trying to do now is just get myself 4 flat sides. And then I can start adding my shaping, my curves, corners, things like that in the chamfer. Really get into the ergonomics. But first I want to have a nice geometric shape that I can count on to do that. And it's looking like I might have to go back to the table saw. It seems to be a lot for the sander. Definitely don't want to burn it through. This is a pretty hard wood here. And I still got to take off like 1/8 of an inch along the whole way. Which is quick work for the table saw, but it's a lot more hazard involved. We keep cleaning this as we go. That'll help it cut a little better. Gotta keep going till that little shadow gets out of there. And we are a little high on the back, so we gotta taper that down as well as we go. You do a lot of this little extra movement just to add some more friction and maybe cut a little harder. We're trying to get into that. See that little gap? That's what we're trying to get. Almost. You also want to be careful not to overheat the epoxy too much. So I'm going to focus down here, a little bit away from the epoxy part. Get those little brushes off. Anything that came off the tool is coming off. No scratches, no leftover mistakes, no carelessness. You're going to get it all. Not much left. So it's nice and even. Get this side now. And this is hot to the touch. So now I'm going to be very light. I do not want to overheat the epoxy and potentially damage it. But I do want to clean up this side, get it nice and flat. When you cut, you got to get that out of there. That, you got to get it out of there. In there.
Like what it's doing so far. I think I want to pull material off this back end here, probably quite a bit. And I think I'm going to taper it in here, probably quite a bit. And I may have to do some of that on this really aggressive sander over here. Let's see. Pretty intense. Nice shot, man. Thanks, Mickey. Appreciate it. Getting by over here, doing the best we can. Hey, Vincent. Hey, Ivan. Hey, Brad. Craig, Posh. I was just talking to my wife about you earlier today, about those cool animals you make. Very cool stuff.
Clean that off. Now, this is very aggressive. It's very aggressive. So, stuff that gets on here gets gone quick. Just softening these edges, these corners, making the knife more durable. This is a pretty hardy wood as well. I feel like it's going to be pretty tough. I am softening these edges and corners so it's a more comfortable, got it kind of feel. This is a lot harder than it looks. Just flipping this back and forth like that, because it's doing it on a treadmill essentially. You can't let that blade hit like that. So all right. I'm gonna pop you over here for just a second so that you can wait. I get my life together over here. Yes, over here. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna just clean this off real fast. Real fast. Whilst you guys wait for a schmecket. Just for a second. All right. This is what we got. Let's go ahead and clean the blade itself off. Do that with one of them. Just gonna clean. All right. Right. And let's go ahead and put some cleaner on it. Clean it up.
We got epoxy residue on blade, so we put some WD-40 on it. Scrape it off. And we gotta check that blade too. Make sure we haven't gotten any damage from touching that belt. And if we have, we'll straighten it out. No big deal. That's either a nick or a piece of epoxy. That's a nick. We can come back to the blade, or we can do it now. We can do it now. Do it now. We'll do it live. Thanks everybody for showing up and coming out and hanging out with your boy. Let's do it. Try to make this little series of knives interesting. I'm gonna start by pulling some 80 grit across everything. Let me turn your own. Let me put one of these on there. And knock off all the burn from the tool. We're waiting on the guy to call us back about a scroll saw today. If he does, we're gonna kick rocks and go get it. But if we don't, another day, another way. You might take note that I'm sanding in direction of the wood itself, how it's laid out. This way, I get smoother, I get a cleaner thing, less burns. And then when I get here, I'm gonna just pull with the grain. And as I do that, I'm dragging down that corner. And as I do that, that's gonna help round over that corner, soften it. Again, running with that grain. And crossing over that edge as I go. Oops. Now, kind of the key with the grits and some of this wood is once you get it looking nice and clean, consistent, one grit, then you move on to the next, not before. Every following grit just carries refinement of what you've previously done. In this regard, meticulousness will pay off. All right, so let's move on to another grit. We're gonna call this the 120. I'm gonna clean it off with my eraser. Same thing again. Don't leave behind nothing. The tendency to want to leave these a little fatter up top, but very skinny neck, but a nice place to grab without having a pinch. As this is probably more of a carving knife than anything else. So we want the handle not only comfortable, but out of the way. But also substantial. But also out of the way. Okay, we are getting something. And we should be on our final grit. 220. I may go to 400 on this one, because this is a dense wood here on the handle. And there's some exotics up there. Well, that might benefit from the high finish. Sorry I don't have my chat up, y'all. Just isn't pulling up today. I'm not sure what the deal is. See if I can get it back up in a second here. Try. Let's see if we can bring it back to the tube. I know you don't have no patience for me. Let's see. There we are. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Ronick? How you doing? Awesome members live the other day. Learned a lot. Had a good time. I'm going to reach out to you too, Ronick, offline. And I want to ask a couple more questions about your website. But I don't want to put too much of it in the public eye. We're at the 220 now, sanding down. Going pretty good always. Today, had a great brunch with my wife a couple hours ago. Had the worst service in the world, though. Oh, food was excellent. Waitress was terrible. All right. Now, we'll run across this a little bit. 400. I'm doing a really light halfway sanding on this 400. Don't want to push too much into the fibers. All right. I'm going to go over hit the vac on it right quick. Find that just a better way to get the dust out of the crevices and stuff. Nice and clean. And now, without blowing it into the rest of the room, we'll go ahead and hit that with our linseed oil. See what it looks like. See if we got something that looks cool. I hope so. Gonna go right on top of what we had. Just add some to it. Oh, that looks good. I don't know how to describe when the finish is on something and it really does like look finished now. I don't know what element it is that, and all of those things that are done right there is where you realize whether or not you got a good tool or not, visually at least. Just work that oil into the wood. Feels like a good carving knife to me. So it works. That's the old handle. Felt pretty comfortable. Looks pretty good. That's it, y'all. If you would, I'd love it if you hit that like, or that subscribe, or that follow, or the members. Eventually, a member will probably win this. Again, I'm going to put together what I'm going to call the ultimate starter woodworking package. I'm going to get that joint away. And I'm going to do some high quality builds with some low cost knives like this and make them worthwhile. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for coming by. Thanks for those 44 likes. I need something. Hey, Miguel says I need that. Hey, become a member. Telling you, everything that's gone out of this shop has gone to a member so far. Everything's going out of this shop. Memberships. The way to go. Subscriptions even have a shot. So we're going to call it done for now. Like button activated. My guy Plywood, I appreciate you. Siege, what's up? Salute to you. Love it. Yes, says Miguel. I appreciate you, Miguel. Runic is my guy for sure. Go check Runic out. He's got a great website too. He's got stuff as awesome as this. I'll show you one of them. Huh? Kidding me? What a pair. What a pair. Yeah, it lit. It always lights. What is that? Well, these are all African blackwoods. Runic might even be specific about what woods they are in the chat down there. But either way, you can get you one. Go right to his website. Dope. Dope. Yeah. Miguel, I run in some cool circles, man. That's why you should be subscribed over here. And I'm going to be back right now. I'm going to go upstairs, check on my wife, make sure I'm still happily in love. And we're going to make sure that we come back. Like, this is what I did today. This is what I did today. And that's also what we did today. Ronick, this was I was working on yesterday evening, just doing the glue ups for these. while your live was on. Look at what we got so far. A couple of knives. This is a marking knife, and this is a carving knife. And we got 2 more to go, peoples. We got 2 more to go. I'll show you a sneak peek of the blank for one of these right here. Right here. We don't even know what that's going to look like, but that's going to be something cool. I promise you that. I might even save this and make a partial tang knife. Yeah. But we'll see. I'll be back. And when I do come back, I want you right here. All right, Miguel, we're going to catch you next time. Yes, Rooney. All of these. This wood here came from Eco Woodcrafts. I'm sorry. This wood here, same. This wood here, same. Now this one I stacked and layered those. That is cherry, maple, walnut, and purple heart. Kind of a signature over here. Could run it through a bandsaw and make a full tang. See, I definitely could if I had a bandsaw. But I'm not scary over here. I'll run things through the table saw, no problem. I'll run things through the table saw. I got that off the table saw. So I can rip that in half potentially. I'm gonna lose the width of the blade, but that ain't too bad. Well, we're gonna figure something out. I'll think about it while I'm going to go get something to eat. And then I'll see y'all when I come back in this joint. Wes does it. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Hey, does anybody want to win something? Let me know down below. Or go on one of the shorts or something. In my community, I got a lot of different places where you can go and say, hey, make this, make that. Do this, do that. Go on to one of my posts and let me know if there's anything in particular you want to win or you want or whatever. And I'll get the notification because it'll be a comment. And then I'll be like, yeah, this is what I need to sell. I just want to win your heart, Wes. I already sold it to the devil. But I love her. I love her. My wife is going to punch me in the head for calling her the devil. Probably should. She's the greatest. She's a sweetheart. If there's any devils in this house, there's only one real candidate. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Happy Sunday. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to be back and we're going to do some more cool stuff. Wes does it. Peace, joy, and hair grease. I'm out. Skirt, skirt.